Yeah, we're live. But to me, that's because I don't know if I want Kuzma. I mean, him in another system maybe, but nah. I think I have to get that 22nd pick. I have to.
Man,
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, who's an expiring contract, man. Like, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Bunch of nobodies, man. Bunch of nobodies.
The only thing is that they're destroying. They're just. I know their bench isn't the greatest, even with those three players, but they have nobody if they make that trade.
Dude, they'll get someone in free agency, veteran minimum.
Yeah,
you get two dudes that play 15 minutes a game, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're going to need to make some sort of. I don't know, man, but like it gives them a third option. But it's funny that Russ might actually be the third option, and I don't know how that's going to fit into his play style and his ego. I mean,
he's going to take over the regular season and let LeBron rest and AD rest because Russell Westbrook got the most energy in the playoffs. That's when they take over. I think that's what the whole strategy is. So I think it's pretty smart because Russell Westbrook in the regular season, he could carry the Lakers in the regular season.
He could, yeah.
Right.
And I mean. We've talked about the West so much too. It's going to be tough for them to stay in with some of these young teams, but with the energy that Westbrook brings, that just takes them to another level. They were talking about getting Kyle Lowry. Talk about a massive upgrade going to Russell Westbrook, man.
Kyle Lowry, man, dude. That dude. People are saying that he might ask for $30 million.
Oh my God.
He's only getting that because of Kawhi's championship in Toronto. He's not sniffing that if he don't get that championship in Toronto. That's insane.
Nah, he wasn't even that good in the finals. Like people forget that he was bad in the NBA finals. Pascal Siakam was the second option. While Kyle Lowry's having those terrible playoff games like he's historically had. Like he's never been good at the playoffs, man. He's the choke artist.
I love how Sean worded that though. Kawhi's championship in Toronto, not anybody else's. It was Kawhi's.
Yeah. He definitely got that's kind of, I would say, legendary because to be honest, bro, like to get it for a franchise that, I don't know, I mean, the chances of them getting back there and actually winning, that's going to be slim. So unless they draft like a generational talent.
And I mean, Kawhi hit one of the most jaw-dropping shots in that Eastern Conference Finals Game 7, man, just hanging up there, bouncing multiple times. That was, I mean, that run was unbelievable. Especially with the fact that they turned it around in pretty much a year. But they've always had kind of just a mid-tier franchise. I mean, they've always had good players when you think about it. I mean, they went from Vince Carter to having Chris Bosh, right? And then when Bosh leaves for Miami, then DeMar and Lowry kind of start coming up and they were making the playoffs consistently. They were able to, just because they had good talent was the only reason really they were able to pull off that Kawhi, that Kawhi trade. It was a good run for them, but I mean, now they're a top 4 draft pick, right? So talk about falling from grace.
Who would? I guess the consensus would be Suggs for them, right? That's what.
Absolutely. The Kyle Lowry replacement, and Suggs has zero chance of busting, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Like he's an elite athlete. Yeah, elite athlete, former football player. Like he's an elite defender, shot maker, man. He's a great athlete. Like this guy, explosive at the rim. Like I think he has a zero chance of busting. Like, and I think
he probably has the highest floor. I would say, or the lowest floor, whatever.
He could D up NBA point guards today.
That's true.
Yeah. Facts.
I like his composure too. He's a pretty composed player, and that's
one of the greatest. Yeah, one of the greatest shots in NCAA history too.
Yeah, exactly.
Bank shot. Yeah, that bank shot was crazy.
Yeah, big shot Suggs, dude. I mean, he. I mean, we've talked about him for like a year now. I mean, he was the most. I think before, maybe not even before Cade Cunningham, because I think he was been a consensus first overall. But if you're looking to take like a legitimate player that's ready for the NBA, been in the big moments, Suggs is the best, and he's projected to go fourth. I mean, that's a little surprising there. But I guess, Zoo, you're about taking talent first, right? But some teams want to go need, which, there are Mobley's a very talented
you saw
player.
what happened with the Golden State Warriors when they went for need.
That's true.
James Wiseman.
You're right. But there's no like stud center in this draft. I mean, Evan Mobley. He's 7 foot. But he's more.
Some of the comparisons they're comparing him, man. Like his measurables and his statistics in college, very Anthony Davis-esque.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's very crazy.
He's not a true center.
He's a hybrid because he played guard in high school, so he has guard skills. He's in the new age guard.
And he's
guard big guy. Yeah, he's skinny, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks 215, man. He's like a skinny 7
He's
footer.
easily
so,
215. Yeah. He's probably not even 230 or 220.
Like he's got that like
It's
Chris Bosh like body type.
Yeah.
Like, that Chris Bosh type body type, and I'm just like, but if he gets out of the Cavs, man, I'm sorry, that franchise is so bad it might ruin his career. Man,
if I was the Cavs, I think they're trying to get rid of Sexton, but if I was the Cavs, I would, because I don't know what they're going to do with Jared Allen, but I think he could play with Jared Allen. Because I think Jared Allen is like the perfect 5. Like he's going to hustle, get rebounds, putbacks, roll, pick and roll, pop. That not pop, but like pick and roll. That's his type of game. So I could see him playing easily with. And I'm telling you, if Mobley could get like how that maturation with Davis, like learn dribble, like in and out moves, get into the rim, like it doesn't have to be him bringing the ball up, but if he can do a little bit of that in the half court, he'll easily be the best player in the draft. Because like you said, you get 7 footers. If he gets a dribble, get into the like rim easily, because you can't 7 foot dribbling like you say, Cade's what 6'8", 6'7". We already know what he's gonna be. And I might take back on who I think has like I think Cade is like the one that's not gonna bust over Suggs. I think Cade's he's gonna at least
on
give
the Pistons.
See, you know what's funny about that?
He's gonna be jacking up 20 shots a game. He's gonna be putting up like 19 and 7.
They got another
He's gonna
guard.
have all the opportunity, man.
They got another young guard that I don't know how they're gonna play him, but I think Cade's gonna be like he's too let's just say like of a playmaker to be like not good. He doesn't have a strong skill, but he doesn't have like anything where it's like, well, that's alarming.
Besides,
that's why I think he's going 1.
His height paired with his guard ability is
6'8"
draw.
point guard.
That's his draw. And he could shoot. He's Ben Simmons with the jump shot. That's really what he is, right? I mean, that's a lot of people's comparison to him.
You know what I also think? Go ahead.
No, you, Sean. You got it.
I just thought about with Jalen Green. Like he kind of reminds me of a super. Like what was the comparison I saw? He kind of reminds me of like early, and don't hold me to this, but he like early T-Mac.
Oh, young T-Mac?
Like just
Toronto
explosive.
T-Mac?
Like I don't think he's got I think he's T-Mac is a little bit further along, but in terms of his explosiveness and running around, like he's got that type of game.
Yeah, he reminds me of Zach LaVine, UCLA Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Zach LaVine's athletic.
Pure athleticism, man. Like Jalen Green's pure athleticism. He's like one of those skinny athletes that could jump out the gym. His jump shot's not there yet. Like I watch his jump shot. It's far away from Zach LaVine right now, who's freaking shooting like 40% from three. But if he develops a jump shot, man, this Green kid, man, this guy, he's gonna be averaging 20 easy in the NBA. Easy.
Well, the other thing, that's a good comparison though, Sean, to T-Mac. But T-Mac, the thing is like Jalen Green, if he goes, let's say he goes 2 to Houston, right? I mean, I think that's a lot of people's lock for him going 2. Because apparently he's had, pretty good relations, I guess, with Kevin Porter Jr. from the G League bubble. So they had like good workouts, right? Finally found a friend. I'm sure he was kind of isolated in that G League bubble with a bunch of the old guys there for a while. But is it T-Mac? He was kind of under a shadow there for a bit under VC. So he didn't have that much pressure. And I think by going to Houston for a team that had such high potential over the past 4 or 5 years with Harden and, their Dwight Howard days, Chris Paul, right? They almost made it all the way. He might have a bit more pressure. So his transition to the NBA, I mean, I know he's been a G Leaguer, so he's getting experience playing against, some of those NBA ready players, right? But, I think that's the only difference between him and T-Mac is T-Mac had more time to kind of focus on himself, whereas Jalen Green might get thrown in and expected to score 20.
Oh, yeah.
He's
going to have to.
Yeah, if they're going to be relevant, which I don't think they will be, but
he's just gonna be bad for a long time, man. Yeah. They're going full rebuild, but they got some nice pieces.
They do.
They get Jalen Green, Kevin. They swindled the Cavs on that Kevin Porter Jr. trade. They traded a second round pick
just because he was a bad he had like an issue in the locker room or something.
Yeah. There was an issue, altercation in the locker room. I'm just like,
they just wanted to get him out.
Dude, the dude dropped 50.
Yeah. Hey, so
you got to deal with the headache.
First, the Bulls got him, man. I take him over Kobe White.
Andy, Corey Brewer's dropped 50, man. Are you saying he's a great player?
But when you watch Kevin Porter Jr.
he's
play,
good. Yeah,
the way he moves, he's a baller, man. This guy's just
He is.
a bucket. And he's a surprisingly good
different.
passer. Like when you watch him play, like even like his high school tape, like he just looked good. Like he passed the eye test and he putting up numbers. So I'm just like, they traded him for nothing, man. The Cavs are dumb as
Hold
hell, man.
up. Cade Cunningham just got compared on ESPN to a mix between Luka and who was that? Giannis?
Oh my God, they gave him.
All
the
right.
clutch
See, this is why I
game.
hate, dude. This is why I hate when I don't know. They just go overboard with shit.
I was just, he's a stud of a player, and he's exciting to watch. I wasn't that impressed in March Madness personally. Oh, there you go, Chris Middleton and Luka.
Oh, Chris Middleton. I thought it said Giannis.
Which Chris Middleton, I could see that a bit more.
They got the same body type. Type.
Yeah, exactly. And if Cade needs to focus on his mid-range, man. If he destroys in the mid-range at 6'8", no one's going to be getting a hand in his face.
Facts.
Absolutely not. There's no chance. We saw what Middleton did, getting a hand in his face, and we know Cunningham's way quicker than Chris Middleton is. Middleton's a bit shiftier, right? And comparing him to Luka, I guess, but once again, another shifty player. I think Cade's first step is a lot quicker. That's why he's a primary ball handler. But look, man, if he can mirror Middleton's mid range, we saw what it did in the finals and throughout the playoffs for the Bucks, man. That would be a hell of a turnarout there in Detroit, man.
I just don't like
franchise.
that. I hope they're just comparing like just the size of the players with Middleton, or not Middleton, with Cade and Luka, because expecting Cade to come in and do what Luka did in his first year that's asking a lot.
Oh, he's gonna do it, man. He's gonna be doing it, man. 20 points, 7 assists, man. As
and
a
what?
rookie.
20 wins?
Rookie. I don't know, 20, 30 wins, it doesn't matter, man. They're rebuilding. They rebuilt the entire team. They got a nice little player in Grant, Cade Cunningham, man.
Yeah, I like Grant.
I like Jeremy Grant.
They got some nice young players. They got two rookies that made all rookie teams. So they got some young assets on that team that they're rebuilding process. So
they traded Mason Plumlee too.
And for a second rounder.
Who was it?
Hey, they gave that dude $8 million a year, man.
Dang, man,
who was their draft pick last year?
Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes.
He was
Wasn't
hurt.
He out most of the
year? He was good. He was like, and then he got injured, so he's even worse. But he's still young, so we can't really tell until he starts being healthy.
Maybe they'll get good chemistry though.
Yeah, like Cade Cunningham, man, dude, he is the guy. Like,
he's definitely number one guy. Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
like.
The only thing, his defense, but then again, it is the NBA.
It doesn't matter, man. It don't matter. Luka plays 0 defense in the playoffs, man. He's dropping 40 and 10, man.
Yeah, and they lost, right? Yeah.
They almost beat the freaking Los Angeles Clippers with Kawhi Leonard, man. That's an NBA championship level team, man. And Luka was playing with a bunch of rag dogs, man.
No. They didn't really start stepping up completely until Kawhi actually went out. I think we've all agreed on that part, that they just... I don't know, man. We wouldn't have seen what Reggie Jackson was able to do if Kawhi was still healthy.
Well, that's just not. Dude, that's just saying that team is loaded. Loaded.
Yeah. Hindsight-wise, yeah, for sure.
But if you look at the Mavericks, they are loaded. If Luka Doncic wasn't on the roster, there would be like a 20-win team.
They
wouldn't make the playoffs.
They would be horrendous, man. Like, it would be KP and Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm like, that would be atrocious. That would be atrocious.
It's because Kristaps is just underwhelmed. That's why. If Kristaps was half good, they would have beat the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they might have made a run considering all the.
Luka needs a sidekick, man. They need to get him a sidekick.
Just like KP, remember him with the Knicks? Like KP was getting after it. Like you would have never thought he would have been what he is now. I mean, I know he got injured, but still.
But he hasn't really done anything on the Mavs. Not even just this past year. But like
last year, he was good. He put up 23 points in the playoffs before he got injured, and the bubble he dropped 30-point games. So in the bubble last year, he got injured again. He got injured again.
I just thought of a trade for the Bulls. Lauri Markkanen for Kristaps.
No,
switch it up.
No, man, I ain't paying Kristaps max money, man. I'm fine with Lowry walking, or we do a sign and trade for Alonzo Ball. Get it done, AK. Get it done. You see that? Woj brought it up this week.
Sign and trade.
What did Woj bring up?
The Chicago Bulls and the New Orleans are talking about a sign and trade for Alonzo Ball and Lauri Markkanen.
Good.
Yeah,
that's a reliable source. That's confirmation they've been talking. So hopefully they get it done.
Yeah,
That's a fair
Pelicans
trade.
have been busy, man.
I'll be like, if they want
to
pick compensation, take a second rounder. Whatever, I don't care.
Well, they
take a
traded their
second
pick to
rounder
Memphis.
and I'll take Lonzo Ball, man. I need a point guard.
Yeah.
Oh, number 2 pick, Jalen Green.
They just put it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
expected, right? That was expected.
Dude, what a suit, man. Yeah, that was the projection. I mean, he was second number 1 recruit to skip college. Brandon Jennings.
Oh, wow. What the hell happened?
Speaking of Brandon Jennings, man, he was
he was at the parade.
That's how he got turned up in Milwaukee, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, he kept them relevant there for a little while.
That's crazy.
Then,
Brandon Jennings is not in the league anymore. Yeah, Brandon Jennings is not in the league anymore. That's crazy.
He got drafted in what, 2008, 2009?
2009, the year after D Rose. I remember that.
So he's been in the league probably like 3-4 years, maybe.
That's crazy because I remember in that rookie year he dropped 55 in like the second week.
Yeah.
And he was getting comparisons to Allen Iverson.
Yeah. Yo, what?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but what's with like Milwaukee Bucks having just weird ass jump shots, man? You got Michael Redd and then Brandon Jennings back to back, man. Those are their 2 guys for a while.
Man, the catapult. Michael Redd was also at the parade. Classic. He held down the Milwaukee Bucks for a while when he was playing.
It's funny. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but I remember, like, I think it was the second year. I don't know who was the announcer, but they were like, I think Brandon Jennings has had like a couple good games, and I guess he still had the hype from his first year, and they were like, he's Tiny Archibald reincarnated. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, this dude's been in the league for a year and a half, and we're already comparing him to, like, I don't know what Tiny Archibald is compared to Brandon Jennings, but I wouldn't go that far. And then I think he had his stint with who was it after Milwaukee? Detroit?
Yeah, he was at Detroit.
Yeah, and then it kind of
he had like one decent year there.
He's one of those guys, though. I will give him credit. He's like a top 5 OG mixtape guy. Like his mixtapes are freaking money.
That's true.
I always go back to his mixtapes and just watch him. He was so dominant.
Yeah. At his height too. I mean, he reigned in 2K2. He was unbelievable in Blacktop back in the day. Oh man,
there was a I think this is when Reebok was still doing like major shoe tournaments and stuff for AAU. There was like a video of Brandon Jennings when he was at some Reebok camp with Isaiah Thomas, and this was when John Wall was like not even like known. And he was like, it was so funny. John Wall was like one of those. John Wall was like actually one of those recruits where like he went like a raised in the AAU stuff, like he burst onto the scene late, and I remember like he was like intimidating Brandon Jennings. So then Brandon Jennings like started going off and like bumping into him and like pushing him and shit. And then it was still funny. Like, what is it? 3-4 years later, he goes to Kentucky and then becomes number 1 draft pick. It's like damn. Yeah, John Wall was one of those guys. Yeah,
I mean, Wall he blossomed late, but he, like you said, he blew onto the scene, dude, and he just came in so hot.
John Wall's mixtape is crazy, man. His high school mixtape.
He's another one. Yeah, he's another one.
I remember there was like D Rose, John Wall. These high school tapes were ridiculous.
Oh, who was the other guy that played with Calipari as a point guard? That was really good. It was D Rose. I know John Wall, and it was another one.
Tyreek Evans.
Yeah. I liked his mixtape.
Tyreek Evans played there. They had Brandon Knight. He had Ulyss.
Low-key, Brandon Knight stayed in the league for a while and got got a couple of bags.
Yeah, but his biggest highlight is when he got crossed up by Kyrie in the All-Star sophomore freshman.
What? No, the word
DJ DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that was the other one.
Which one's worse?
Probably DeAndre because he fell flat on his back.
Dude, he went off. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I forgot about that, man.
Yo, that was I'll never get. Blake Griffin just comes up and just hugs DeAndre. Like, all right,
DeAndre's face, man, just like, man, did they really do that shit?
He's like, I just ended this man's career. Go back to China, man. Come on.
Oh, Woj alert. What is Woj saying?
Oh, we got to get those Woj. They're talking about the Russell Westbrook trade, man.
So they agreed to it.
And the Lakers pick tonight.
Wow.
Number 22. This is a deal that came together here in the last.
I didn't even. I'm like, what they give up? I guess
Kuzma.
the same guys. Yeah.
Kuzma, Montrez, and KCP.
What's the official now?
I think that's what he's reporting on.
Oh, Lakers and Wizards have agreed on the trade. Yeah, it's
wow. They had to have kept the first rounder in there then.
I mean, like I said, I'm not doing that deal if I don't. I mean, I have to have that first rounder in there if I'm Washington.
No way.
Because
Like,
Bills
with
probably,
that.
I know Bills keep saying he don't want to leave, but he's probably going to end up bolting after
That's
this
so
year.
weird, man. Like, is he that loyal or he just wants that 5-year max?
Beal?
Yeah, like what is it? Why does he demand a trade? Like Westbrook's gone, so he's without his crime partner, and the franchise is pretty dumb. They gave Davis Bertans $80 million. So, like that money's gone forever.
Davis
so.
Bertans.
So the next
That's
4
a
years,
bullheaded
there's
theme if
$20
I've
million
ever heard
just sitting there on the bench that's useless. So like, what's Bradley Beal got, man? Like, he ain't making the playoffs with his roster now.
I don't
think
know,
he's just trying to
'cause-
secure it. He's trying to secure.
Yeah,
the
he might
bag,
be just
man.
trying to secure the that 5-year deal. But to me, I don't know why he's. I mean, because no, it's not like they're free agent destination either.
No.
So
Not
I
at
don't
all.
know.
I'm not paying DC taxes. Absolutely not. Not if I'm making 40 mil. It's going down to 20 in about 2 seconds. Dude, DC though. I mean, they don't really. I mean, there was KD. You remember when KD was,
The
before he went to the Warriors, there were
home,
rumors
LeBron.
going home, right? Going home to DC. But since then, man, they've just been dead in the water as a franchise. And they pulled off Russell, and he's gone. Right? They flipped him within a year. I don't know, man. Beal's weird because look, man, he could go and make a serious difference, but I think he likes having his own team.
Nah, I think he's finessing for the money. And then,
what do you think he'll do?
Maybe like a little sign and trade. Actually, gets his 5-year max, and then they trade his ass to probably a contender.
You don't think he'll pull a Carmelo and just earn money throughout his career and not care about winning?
I'm trying to
he's
think.
36.
Like, where would he want to? Like, where would he fit the best?
Golden State.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
No, he's too
Golden
ball
State,
dominant.
man. Golden
He's too
State.
ball dominant.
Dude, he can play off the ball, man. He's a great catch and shoot 3-point shooter.
Their entire team is off ball.
Yeah, it's great. Dude, Steph, Clay, Bradley Beal. You probably have to trade Wiggins and probably in a sign and trade or something. But yeah, I can see that.
The only reason why is because I think like the defensively, man.
Oop, Cavs just picked
That's
Mobley.
tough, dude.
Evan Mobley. Yeah, they have a nice front line.
Yo, Zoo, you're on
Jared
point, man.
Allen and
215.
Evan Mobley. You got 2 elite shot blockers, pick and roll guys. They can play pick and roll defense. Like they got a front court that's really, really nice. Like
They do.
I don't know why
mean,
they're trying to get rid of Sexton though.
I don't know. They kept that pick. I remember that was the pick that they tried. They could have traded for an all-star when LeBron James was on the team, but they wanted to keep the pick so bad. But if we trade Colin Sexton away, like what a waste.
Trade
I mean, I like
man.
Garland better, but I just don't
You like Darius?
Yeah,
Yeah, they got 2 point guards though. They both like pretty ball dominant, so they don't really fit that well. But you're in talent accumulation phase right now. You can't get rid of Sexton unless he's demanding like a 5-year max.
I mean, he averaged 20
I feel like
last
every
year, didn't
guy's
he?
trying to demand that.
Yeah, he dropped 24 a game last year.
Yeah.
And I remember low key he beat the Brooklyn Nets by himself one game. I still remember when he pulled off.
That's when they
a
first saw
freaking
them
I think it
together.
was-
Yeah.
What? And then Darius did it to them like the next day or something. Like,
yeah,
they-
I
think they
remember,
beat
I remember the
Nets twice.
Cavs beat the Nets like somehow like multiple times. I'm just like, what the hell?
The NBA regular season. You can never really
Yeah,
predict it.
Oh man.
That's
Nah,
a
man, but
fact.
they have a stacked front court, though. I mean, I think we all agree Allen's for sure their 5. And then they have Old Man Love and on the bench, man. And
Yeah,
Well, I think what is
they
it?
they got Kevin Love making like $25 million. Like,
They need to
that's
cut.
my-
They need to honestly use the amnesty, man. I would use the amnesty clause if you can, and just get that
Kevin
contract
Love,
out.
man.
He's stealing money, bro. Just steal.
Once again,
Yeah,
though, who wants to go to Cleveland? I hate to keep saying it, but like, once again, we
Where would
talk
you
about
rather
DC
live,
not being a
Cleveland or
draw.
Detroit?
Oh man, rocking a hard place. Jesus.
Ooh,
I'd
that
say
is
Detroit.
tough.
I'd say Detroit. Because
Yeah,
at least I'm close to Canada and whatever. It's up that way.
I mean, you always have
closer.
the chance that LeBron might come back, though, so I might have to pick Cleveland.
No, he ain't coming back. Bro. Unless it's
He'll
for a
retire
ceremony.
for like a 10-day contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Love's making $31 million.
Oh my god.
Ah!
I
Remember when he
hate
got,
when
like-
guys
remember when he
make
had a-
money and they suck, man. Oh my god.
Remember when he was a beast in Minnesota and got like 30 and 30, man? Now he's
dude?
making
Yeah, he
31.
was putting up numbers that Moses Malone did.
Dude, he was so good, and I mean, he was a great third option to have, but he just fell off completely. I
No.
think
The
Oh,
Lakers got second round picks. 2024, 2028.
2028
Wow.
second rounder. Jesus.
Kuzma, Montrez, KCP, first round pick. this year's first round pick, and then they got.
So that's
2
crazy.
second-rounders.
They're giving them a 2028 draft pick. Those kids are like 11 years old right now, man.
For real. And you know what's funny about the Lakers? Like, I think them and a couple other franchises are really good at drafting. So, like, they found THT in the second round. Did you guys see that story? There was some guy on Sports Illustrated, or I don't know who it was. Some writer was saying there was a GM in the East that was saying they would give Taylor Horton Tucker a max, which would be like 4 years, $84 million. Said they would do that. Yeah. I got to find that. I wish I could. Let me see if I can.
It's probably the Knicks.
Dude, I swear.
Had to have been the Knicks.
Let me find it, and I'm going to send it in the private chat if you guys want to watch it.
Dang.
They were saying 4 years, $84 million. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, wow.
Yo, Raptors pick is in.
Dude, it's a shocking pick.
Hold on.
Scotty Barnes?
Yeah.
Did they take Scotty?
Florida State, bro.
Because Suggs had a horrible workout in Toronto, supposedly.
I don't care about a workout, man.
I know. I'm just saying his meshing with the team.
Wow. I am shocked,
I'm
man.
shocked. This is
It was
actually kind of
consensus top 4 based on all the experts. You take Scotty Barnes, a project, but probably has better upside.
Yo, look how happy Suggs is. He's like, yo, I don't have to deal with Canadian taxing, dude. Oh my god.
Like, he does look pretty happy.
Yeah, he does look very happy. Yo, I like Scotty though.
Yeah, I do too.
Sean,
you're
the FSU expert, man.
Yeah. Scotty does everything
Scotty
well
Barnes?
he does everything well but shoot.
Yep.
I think that's why people like him so much. No. He's a legit point, but the thing about him is I think why teams like him, or I guess he got picked high with Toronto, is because his shot, even though he didn't shoot it well, it's not broken. It's not broken though.
Yeah,
so like if he gets
Ben
repetitions, then they're and like you say, with Scotty, he's not Ben because he's gonna unlike Ben, who's just like stubborn, he's gonna try to shoot. And if you're trying to improve your shot and you keep going towards that way of trying to improve your shot, you're gonna eventually. I mean, now it doesn't mean you're gonna shoot well, but you're gonna get better. So I think that's why they like, and he does everything else well. Plus, he's a leader.
Yeah.
Now I think if I had to pick between,
so you think he'd be a superstar? Because you pass on Suggs.
Superstar.
You think a superstar?
I don't think he'd be a superstar, but I think he'd be a star.
All-star caliber.
I think he'd be an all-star guy. Yeah. Superstar is nobody. Like, there's only a couple guys gonna be a superstar, but all-star, yeah.
That's not even
because he does everything. He plays defense. Listen, you got to think. He's 6'8", 6'9", can dribble like a guard, can guard 5 positions legitimately, and you got to also think. It depends on what they do with Pascal and Fred VanVleet.
They got OG Anunoby, very similar type player. Freak athlete.
He dribbles better than OG.
Oh yeah, way.
OG's just a shooter.
He's got a spin move,
too,
and that's it.
And you know what I also think too is people probably just the bias of seeing Giannis dominate in the finals. They just big guys that can dribble and do. That's just what they want. Like if you got a 6'4", 6'5" guy, like I know Suggs can score, but if you got a 6'9" guy that can dribble, and I think too, a lot of guys who train in the NBA, they probably think like I can teach this guy how to shoot. They're just arrogant like that, so they're gonna take the bigger athlete. So.
I mean, look,
if I had to pick, I'd pick Patrick Williams over Scotty because Patrick Williams, I think, has so much potential.
Wow. I like that. I'll take that
as a Bulls fan. As a Bulls fan, I approve of that because we don't got our pick this year.
No, but dude,
y'all gave it up for what's his name? Vucevic.
Dude, FSU pumps out raw talent though, and very composed players too. I mean, they're a running gun. They're a running gun type team. They play defense really well. Get out in the fast break. And hey, man, that fits the Raptors. I mean, Nick Nurse likes having a pretty good defensive team.
They're looking for that Kawhi replacement, man. They need a Kawhi replation.
That is exactly what they're doing.
If Orlando doesn't take Suggs here, it's going to get real interesting.
They're going to take Suggs
because
their point guard right now is currently Cole Anthony, who's more of a bucket getter. He's not a 2-point. He's more of like a 6-man Kobe White type of guy.
He's a better version of Kobe White.
It just gets buckets. So they're rebuilding their roster. Having Jalen Suggs as a point to lead the franchise for the next couple of years.
Wow.
I think that's a terrific fit.
I can't believe they passed on Suggs, to be honest. I mean, I had Barnes going to the Magic, actually.
They passed on Suggs because they believe in dude's favorite player, Fred VanVleet.
Freddie. I mean,
He's
yo,
the most
look,
average dude ever,
they're
man.
kind of rebuilding, but are you ever really rebuilding in the Eastern Conference?
That is true.
Not
Freaking Atlanta
really.
Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Hornets almost made the playoffs this year in 1 year turnaround with
Man,
one
Hornets
good player added.
Hornets are still trash, man. Like LaMelo Ball is good, but that team is trash. Nope.
Yeah.
You don't like
Hayward.
Rozier and
No.
oh boy, what's the deal?
I don't like the roster. Gordon Hayward, low key, pretty good still. He was
Yeah,
putting up
Hayward.
20 points a game. He was actually good, but rest of the roster is like LaMelo Ball, like Hayward, and you guys like you got
They need a big
PJ's
man.
pretty good. Like PJ Washington, who's a nice solid player, but no, the roster's not that great.
They need a big man. I think they'll take the kid out of Turkey.
They still
What's
got
his name?
Biombo.
Bismack.
He's been on there.
Biombo.
He's been on there since what? 2011. There was some called the
Dude,
Bobcats
I
at that
remember
point.
MJ paid Bismack like 80 minutes.
Man,
That's what the
yo,
cap got spiked and then Bismack got paid, man.
Oh my god. Yo, they're deliberating this pick a lot right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think
They
they're
might
I think
be
they were
getting a
caught
trade
off
offer.
guard. That's true. I think if any trade happens, I think the Warriors are going to move back. That's what I would do.
No,
If I was the Warriors, I would-
Warriors got to trade their picks, man. Like they
That's what
don't
I'm
need
saying.
all these young guys.
I would
Like,
yeah,
say
that's what I'm
gotta
saying.
trade
Trade
them.
back. Trade back into the draft. That's what I would do.
I don't think they need any rookies, man. They got to win now. You got Steph
Yeah.
Curry, and he's the best player they're gonna ever have. Like,
So do
next, like,
you
probably
think there's
50
going to
years.
do you think there's going to be a live player trade
They have to. Like,
in this draft? Wow.
they got to make a deal, and this is a really strong draft. Any young team who wants or has a star that you want to just get rid of for young talent, man, Warriors got to be making phone calls because Steph Curry's got probably 4 good years left. And when Steph Curry retires, the franchise is going to take a break, man. Like they ain't going to be winning nothing.
I
No.
put that
And they would have made
THT
hundreds of
link in the,
millions.
private chat.
Wow, I can't believe that they're going to give him a max. Or somebody would be willing to offer him a max.
It would be
$20 million.
basically $20 million a year. Yeah, and he would only be 24.
Really?
So I mean, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Super
People
young.
value this dude that much. If I'm the Lakers, I'm trading him.
Yeah.
If he gets some asset, like a proven guy. Because the dude averaged 9 points last year. Like, I don't care. I got LeBron James for the next probably 2-3 years. I'm trying to win a championship. Now. I don't
At
need
least
young
he
guys.
needs at least one more.
Yeah, I don't need. If you're Lakers, you don't need young players. Like,
You know
look what
why
happened to-
he's-
look what happened to Kyle Kuzma, like young players. Nah.
You know why he's kind of still in that
Hey,
little LeBron bubbles because he signed with Clutch. So,
true.
but so was
Hey,
KCP,
but-
and he got dealt. So.
KCP though, he got his ass traded.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
Rich Paul
absolutely.
Shield didn't work on that.
Hey, and looks like the Bus family didn't do anything about keeping Kuzma around. So
Yeah. So it was Suggs.
yeah, they took him. I mean, you have to. That's
a
Andy.
smart-
That's
yeah,
best
super
available,
smart
man.
pick.
Best available.
It's a great
Yeah.
pick for them. Orlando's
Hey, when that-
rebuild, man. They low-key might, if they hit on their next pick, man, this will be a nice rebuild because they still got
Well,
some nice young talent on the roster.
Let's talk about that. Who do you think they'll take at 8?
Oh man, to pair up
Me
with
personally, I
Yeah.
would take Kaminga.
That's
athlete,
not a bad pick.
a raw
Yeah.
athlete in the
Yeah.
Ignite League.
Because at least they probably didn't think they were getting Suggs. So now I feel like this next pick is just gravy. Get a project guy. And if he,
Get a
because they say
project guy?
Kaminga, and they
What
say
about
Kaminga is really good.
James Boone?
That's too many guards.
Too many yards.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
I'd
very
actually-
skilled 2-guard man.
'Cause he got-
Plays a little like CJ McCollum pull-up game. You don't think that'll be a nice fit with Jalen Suggs as a backcourt for the future?
I'd take Davion.
No, I wouldn't take Davion. I'm not high
That's
on
what I do.
Davion.
Davion
I
Mitchell.
like. I,
If you're
I
gonna
like
pair
him
him up with
but,
2 scorers like Suggs and Cole Anthony, having a
But
combo
I'm
guard that
thinking
can
like I
defend
feel like if say for instance
and
if
still
this
stretch.
pick if this pick was like Scotty Barnes, then I'd be like take one of the other guards. But the fact that they got Suggs, I think if you get like if Kaminga, so if Suggs is going to hit, then if you get Kaminga and he hits, then you're going to have a lead guard, a super athletic wing, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell
Jonathan
Carter.
Isaac, when he comes back
Like
for
you're going to
the
have a really nice balanced roster. I know
You're
you
gonna be
need guards,
young
but
roster.
yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a lot of games.
Yeah, it'll
Who's
take
their
them a year or
coach?
2 to get it.
I don't even know who their coach is.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
they fired so many coaches, man.
And it was like Clifford, some Clifford guy, and I don't know who it is.
Steve
man.
The last one that comes to mind is
Oh,
Stan
they
Van
got
Gundy.
it was they hired a new coach this year. Jamal Mosley. I think he's
Oh,
the
okay.
former
Oh
Dallas.
yeah, Dallas. Yeah.
Dallas
That's who it
assistant coach.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the new coach. Yeah,
I knew I
there's like
recognized
7 new head coaches this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's incredible.
A lot of movement.
turnover. Yeah, a lot of turnover. Bless you.
Dang.
Man, a lot of turnover.
Yeah, dude. Suggs was, yeah, man. Everybody's been high on him for a year. It's really been him and the.
He just passes every
Him and
test,
Cade.
man. I think he has the intangibles, the leadership, the athleticism. Like, his jump shot's not even like broken. Like, he's a good athlete, but he's still got nice form. He developed a better shooter. Like, man, that's a great pick. This is who I want on the Bulls. Like, this is what I was dreaming about. Like, man, I was like, oh, 4th pick, Chicago Bulls get Jalen Suggs. But
Who's OKC going with? I have no idea what.
dude, they took a fat L in the lottery, man. They could have got Houston Rockets pick if it was out of the top 2, man, top 3. Like, legit, they could have got the Houston pick and their own pick.
Yeah, but the
Pretty
Rockets
bad.
had the worst record in the league, man. They had pretty good chance to get top 2.
Yeah, 15% chance getting
Yeah.
number 1 overall pick, but man,
I don't know, man. You could look at like Bo Knight here. I mean,
yeah, they just in talent accumulation too, because the only real piece they got is Shea, who's an animal. This dude's 20 points, man.
He's a beast.
Elite. Oh, he's a great point guard. And what's the skinny dude? You know what I'm talking about? The Pocahontas?
oh,
We were talking about. Dude, I
Talking
actually
about
do like.
OKC,
Yeah, OKC skinny
Alex
dude.
Podjeski or something like that.
He's like
They call him
who's
Poku.
the young. Yeah, Pokey. Like, this dude's like the youngest guy in the NBA. He's like a freaking beast at shooting, man.
He's nice though.
He
I
got a
would
nice
like
jump shot.
He's got
Oh,
like, and it's not even just jump shot. He's got
Savesky,
a-
man. Pokusevsky,
Yeah.
man.
He's got a lot of dribble game to him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
he
7 feet,
he was
man.
balling. Yeah, I wonder
I
how
don't
he
know.
would look this year.
Dude, he was 7 feet, 190.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow.
That is wild.
7
That's
feet,
pretty
190, man. That, like, BMI index, man, he's like anorexic, man.
Yeah.
Like, 7, 190? That's freaking
basically
skinny.
anorexic. Yeah.
The dude weighs 30 more pounds than me. He's 7 foot.
And he's got over a foot on you, man.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's insane. But yeah, his 3-point
They
shot.
have young
is
talent,
pretty
though,
great.
man. They have some, and they have a hell
And
of a
they
lot
got
of
like 20
draft picks.
first-round picks, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Holy
They can't use all of them though. They got to load up.
They're gonna trade them. That's what you're gonna use
Yeah.
them to trade up whenever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't trade up in this draft because they didn't.
They
get
were the-
lottery one.
They were the favorite to do so.
I'm not gonna lie. If I would have traded. I would have liked Suggs with Shea. That would have been a nasty backcourt. 2 ball handling guards that could shoot, create off the dribble. Like that would have been a nice little backcourt.
I wouldn't have minded if they traded up with Houston there, actually, to get Mobley. I think
Ah.
pairing him and Shea,
Yeah,
that would be a nasty combo. And I mean, they have the 16th and 18th picks too. I mean, they probably would have had to trade one of them at least to move up to number 2, but
Yeah.
Oh no one in the top 3 was gonna trade down. This draft is too good to trade down. Such an elite talent.
it's such an elite like top 8, and then it's just kind of gets into the tough decisions. That's why, man, having a mid-level draft like between like 10 and 16 is just brutal, man. It's just brutal because that all the top talent's gone, and you got to find the diamonds in the rough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get interesting in this draft after like 12 or 13. That's when you're gonna start seeing, okay, who's gonna go where.
You're not gonna be able to predict it.
Yeah.
That's when I think teams start addressing like needs rather than raw talent, because there's the raw talent's just kind of at the same level. There's no like major tier drop offs at that point.
And you know what else is, and I just thought of this because I was just talking about THT. You know why I think he's probably, even though it's crazy that one guy could have just said that rogue, but I think another reason why is because he's like a unorthodox player. Like he's like 6'4", 6'3", has this huge wingspan. He's like really young. I think it's because he's so young. Like if I was like, I'm with Juzu. Like if I'm the Lakers, like if people are really throwing out those numbers, I'm putting him on the trade block because you could probably get something halfway decent for that. Like if he like this year becomes because he might have to step up this year with KCP and all those guys being gone. So like if he's kind of in the rotation, he's playing like showing out. Who knows?
I'd trade for a veteran guard off the bench because their bench is just atrocious. And I know
what
that
they're gonna do with Schroeder.
They need a 3-and-D because KCP was a 3-and-D guy. And he was actually pretty useful, so they need a replacement for him.
I'm trying to think of anybody who would be
Josh Giddey went there. Holy cow!
Wow, they took
the
Giddey.
Australian point guard, man. He's a 6'8" point guard.
Unbelievable passer.
Yes,
His passing odds are ridiculous.
Yeah,
I was
he
watching
can-
him yesterday.
He can pass like crazy.
Wow.
He's not a great
Where I
shooter.
had
I-
him on the big board.
I trust Sam Presti, so
True.
I'm assuming this is gonna be a good pick because that dude does not miss on
Yeah,
picks,
he don't
man.
miss.
Like he never
No.
misses. Even late picks he hits, man. He hit at Sabonis. He hit on Steven Adams. Like he hit on guys that are late guys. So if he
I
likes
had Giddey.
Giddey,
What I
Most people had him going 12th.
I had him at 8 on my big board. So I mean,
on your big board.
yeah.
On my big
Yeah.
board, I had him 10th to the Grizzlies, actually.
Man, his comp, Joe Ingles, another fellow Australian.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Joe Ingles a beast, man. I love Joe Ingles, man.
No, he's the man.
He
Yeah,
whooped Team USA.
Yeah.
He did.
How
Him and
about Team
Patty.
USA? My
Him and
God, I
Patty
know they beat the
Mills.
hell out of Iran, but come
Man,
on.
they don't count, man. They got 0 NBA players, man. It doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. It's like I don't know. Listen, I'm out on Pop, man. I'm been out on
That dude
Pop.
sucks
I'm
in the
so out
FIBA
on Pop.
coaching, man. International coaching.
How you
is
go
so
from Coach
bad.
K to Pop? what the heck?
My God.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
man.
a pretty surprising pick, actually.
Yeah,
Very.
but, like, Sam Presti though. That's a general manager and GM I would pay max money for, like $10+ million for him to manage my franchise.
Yo,
'cause he's that good.
I never knew Kyrie was born in Australia. What?
Australian boy drafted first round.
He
thought he
he
was
had to
born.
have been a military baby.
Luke Longley.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a
Longley.
name. A little Last Dance action. My God.
Luke
Oh.
Longley, man.
So I wonder where Golden State goes here. They definitely probably go guard.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, if I'm not,
I mean, they could go
You know
Kuminga.
Or
I
go,
mean,
like
but-
Kuminga's a project though.
Yeah, I
they,
know.
they don't got time for projects, even though
Corey
he got.
Kispert had another sniper.
Yeah, that dude just knows, bro. He's gonna be
Hey.
a nice bench guy, hit threes, be a
Kyle
good team
Korver.
guy. Yeah, just
Kyle
be a
Korver.
team. Be a team guy and hit threes.
Yeah. I think it could probably be Book Knight. Book Knight wouldn't be bad there. Another playmaking guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like there's him and there's like Moses Moody, who's also a similar type of guy that gets buckets.
I like Moses Moody.
But yeah, I don't know. What
I
are
have
the
that-
Warriors doing? They gotta trade this pick.
I have the Spurs taking Moses Moody, actually.
Spurs.
I
At
think
12.
I think Golden State is they're probably just trying to get depth. Because if they wanted to trade those picks, they would have been traded and traded either up or traded for a player or something. So I think they're just trying to get depth.
Kaminga's just ball dominant, man. Like he just and I know we talk
You
about
know-
the Warriors being like off the ball a lot,
Oh,
but
that's last year's pick. But
I
the thing
don't
with
know.
Kuminga is, which I found out, like I think it was yesterday or the day before, he was one of those guys that classified up. So he was in a Jeep playing with
Yeah.
grown men, and he just turned 18. So he's super young, and that
Yeah.
matters. Like people think it doesn't matter from 18, 19. No, that matters because then he could grow an inch or two or get stronger, and then he could learn how to shoot in a year. You never knows.
you know,
like,
some
see, I
guys
always,
grow
like,
till they're
drafting
like
the guys-
25.
Like who was it? Jaren Jackson Jr. I think when he got drafted, he was like 6'10", and now he's 7 foot.
Yep.
So who knows? He could.
I don't know
develop
why
into
they're
a player.
giving. I don't know why they have Kendrick Perkins on this, man. He has some hot ass takes.
Kendrick Perkins.
Dude, his last
Carry
take was
on.
horrible. Don't carry on like you're wrong all the time, man. But dude, I remember he called the Phoenix Suns the next dynasty. First of all, you gotta win one championship to be a fucking dynasty.
What,
They
did he say
ain't
that
going
after
back to the
game 2?
finals, man. They ain't
Did he
going
say
back.
that? Did he say it after game 2? When did he say that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that man, bro?
Yo, that man just ate his
Going
own
to
words
dynasty. I'm
quicker.
like, yo, Chris Paul's gonna retire in like 2 years. What dynasty are you doing?
He just be
Chris
saying.
Paul might
Listen,
walk, man.
You know what?
Dude,
You
he
know
might
what it is.
walk
You
and
know
go to
what-
another roster. Oh my God, Kendrick Perkins, man. That's the
you
thing,
know
man.
what the deal is.
When you got hot takes, man, like
Yeah.
it don't matter if you're wrong. You just gotta get ratings.
Hot takes
Yep.
get those ratings and that money, man.
Yeah.
Touche.
No,
to
but that's how he
ESPN.
got off. Yeah, he's on freaking NBA draft, man. Because like NBA draft, the only guy I really like is a Mike Schmitz. That guy knows what he's talking about, man.
I like
Mike
Kevin
Schmitz,
O'Connor a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Last
Okay.
year, man, he was wrong a lot.
Well, I think he
Right.
kind of took a lot of crap for the Killian
Hey.
Hayes.
At least he's no Mel Kiper. I think we can all agree on that after reacting to the NFL draft. My God, that man.
Yeah, I've always been more of a Todd McShay.
Man misses more than Ben Simmons,
that.
dude. Come on.
Oh, man.
And like you said, like I said, no one's ever gonna hold their feet to the fire. They just move on to the next subject, move on to the next draft pick. So that's just how it goes. So,
yeah, because like the guy that got ESPN now, Bobby Marks, man, was an atrocious GM. He got fired, and now he's on ESPN.
Yeah, like he's just like, and it's funny if you ever see like their bio. Yeah, the bio is always like 20-year GM with all this experience. It's like, no, but tell the part where he got fired. He didn't.
Nah, he was the guy that made the.
He
was the guy that made the unprotected picks for KG and Paul Pierce, one of the worst trades in NBA history. He was the guy that pulled the trigger.
That was all ticket sales.
It's funny because he was getting made fun of for that on ESPN. It's actually pretty funny. Like,
Jalen Rose got on the Kendrick Perkins. They had like a little 4-minute, 5-minute video. Jalen Rose, where he was killing Kendrick Perkins about his take. So
yeah, he called the Phoenix Suns a dynasty, man. That's still like the worst take ever.
You can't say that mid finals, man. Like you say
going,
that after
going up 2-0 means nothing, man. It legit means nothing. You take care of home.
Nobody called the Warriors a dynasty after they won in 2015, man. They had to win again. And then
they got Kevin Durant right after. That's a dynasty.
Yep. Exactly. Oh well, hey, speaking of the Warriors, it's in.
Oh man.
I'm actually very curious for this pick.
Me too. Let's see.
Wow.
They take the project. Wow. Unless you're gonna trade him. Like, ooh. Because
I don't think they trading him, bro.
So what's
like
their starting
6'7" guy, 220. Like this dude's a big dude, really young.
You could pair him with Weissman.
Man, like they already got another young guy that doesn't really know how to play in James Wiseman. They just got another dude, Kuminga. Like these guys need time to develop until they're ready to win.
But I think
what's the starting lineup?
Ooh, I definitely think it was Wiggins in the starting lineup last year.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe by necessity.
Yeah, with Clay out. Yeah,
and Wiggins was hitting threes.
So I guess Steph, Clay, Draymond's going to be the 4. I don't think you play Kuminga and Draymond together.
Oh, yeah, no. Draymond's definitely starting. Wiseman's definitely starting. That's their lineup. And Kuminga off the bench, but
yeah. But Kuminga could develop into. He could develop into.
Him. I mean, he's around winners, man. It's not a bad culture to be learning under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see what I almost think too, like depending on how Clay comes back and how if he's back to form, he could just be brought along real slowly. Him and Wiseman. Which I think Wiseman's going to have a good year this year. I just think he got hurt towards the end, and he kind of, they didn't have their full team. I'm not out on him yet. I got to see him suck this year for me to be like, okay, it's over.
And a full season, healthy, all that.
Yeah.
Got to see what he can do.
So that makes it interesting. I wonder if, depending on how the next picks go, which way they would go for their 14th. Because if Davion's there at 14, would you take Davion?
Absolutely. No, you know what? Actually, I would, and I would take Kispert.
Yeah.
At 14. That's around his projection.
That'd be a good value. Because one thing you know about Kispert is he's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot that thing. That's one thing
you're gonna put him on. If you end up putting him on the floor when let's just say
Steph and Clay.
they have Wiggins at the 3 or whatever, right? And they got Clay and Steph, and they want to take either Clay or Wiggins out, or take Curry out and put Kispert in.
Yeah.
Whew. Talk about a nice sniper off the bench, man. Yeah. I mean, that's like adding Kyle Korver to the Warriors, a younger version.
Man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Davion Mitchell, I hate they were giving him the comparisons to Donovan Mitchell. People forget Donovan Mitchell's like 6'1", 6'2", with a 6'10" wingspan. That's why he always gets his shot off. People they kept comparing him to Davion to Donovan Mitchell.
He took his number, took his name, took his jump shot, took his step back. Like he copied his form.
It's like people's like, God, I don't understand how Donovan gets his shot. It's like, dude, look at how. If you ever just looked at him when he's walking down the court, it looks like a freaking, like his arms hang down to the floor. They don't like, people get caught up in height. If you got a wingspan, as long as you're over like 6'2" or 3, it doesn't matter. That's why THT, he's like 6'4", dude. His wingspan 7'1". He's gonna get a shot off. If he can jump off the ground 25 inches, he's gonna, or like 25-inch vertical, he's getting a shot off because you can't block that. Yeah. It's impossible.
So that's a pretty good aspect to have in your game, though, even though
Yeah.
it's natural. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like because Mitchell. I mean, he was a defender, man, for like the first 2 years at Baylor, and then he just exploded offensively last year.
What's the guy?
Carried him, man.
What was
He
his
carried
teammate's
him.
name? I'll be blanking on it. What was his teammate's name? The other guy that was really good. I just forgot his name. Butler. Butler. I don't know his first name. Butler. He was the guard that was next to him that played with Baylor. I can't remember his first name, but he's a nice late. Whoever gets him in the late round, I think is going to get a nice piece. He's a
Jared Butler. Is that who you're
yeah,
talking about?
yeah. That's his name. If you watch his highlights, like I like his shooting form. It's very compact and quick. Like I think he would be a nice. You know what he reminds me of? What's the dude for the Mavericks? Brunson. Like Jalen Brunson has kind of that wiggle game, can shoot a little bit, like a nice, solid rotational piece.
Good decision maker.
Yeah, I think Brunson. He's a Villanova guy.
Yeah.
So
look, I thought Baylor actually, they were very like. They weren't like it wasn't like I know he did carry them, right, but everybody was contributing. It kind of reminded me of just a more perfected version of what Florida State was going after. Just a bunch of like guards and small forwards, right, just running the show. You got one big guy in Vidal who just bullies people down low. I mean, that's why they won the championship, man. They bullied Gonzaga. I mean, they bullied him out of that championship game, and Mitchell was a big reason for that. I mean, he had. Him and Butler combined for like 37. Teague had a nice game in that one.
I haven't really watched much of Franz Wagner. What is he? Is he a shooter? What is
stretch 4.
He looked like a nobody, man.
Yeah.
Dude, as a Bulls fan, I am happy because at the 8th overall pick, if we got this dude, I would not be excited at all.
That's their Vucevic replacement. Yeah,
Lauri's replacement.
Yeah, dude, skinny white dude. That's a stretch 4, man. Like, dude, look at him. He's so skinny. Like comparison, like Dunleavy, like
Dunleavy. He got Dunleavy. He's got to be.
Dude, he's a 6'10", like 4 that jacks threes. Like that's so Dunleavy-esque, man. Like, that's the definition of Dunleavy.
Hey, man, can't have too many 3-and-D guys. That's like the prototype.
It's like State, right?
Yeah, just get a 3-and-D guy and figure it out. That's the yeah. Like if you get a 3-and-D guy and have one ball handler, just 4 3-and-D guys, maybe 2 ball handlers and 3 3-D guys. But
people are passing up on this UConn kid, man.
Yeah,
because I watched his tape. Like he blew up in the combine stuff, but like he wasn't like a really good shooter.
No, he cannot shoot at all. But his finishing game is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's more of a slasher, so it's like
he's not as quick as Ja, but he has similar game style.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's because he couldn't shoot. But then he started shooting so well during the workouts, it kind of raised some questions. But I feel like most guys, if you're an NBA caliber guy, you're gonna always make open shots. It's just
anyone making open corner threes, man. Yeah. No pressure.
Like I always say.
No, go ahead, Sean.
I always feel like when I watch people talk about like, oh, this guy can't shoot. It's like, dude, if he were to go outside at our local park, he's gonna make 70 out of like.
What? Not Ben Simmons.
Well, I don't know. Ben Simmons in a couple of scrimmages, dude. When the lights are not on, he can.
No, those are IG videos, man. Those are the highlights, man. They ain't showing the bricks,
bro.
He can shoot when the lights are not on.
That is facts right there. They can just make the cuts, right, and just post the video.
Yeah, exactly. So do the highlight tape.
Chop it up.
It's a workout tape against a bunch of scrubs, man. They can do whatever. Like it's not like he's doing this against like NBA. It's not like an NBA pickup game, man. We're playing against LeBron.
Sacramento, you can't. They're not going to take a guard. They got 2 already.
Man, Sacramento. This is the franchise that misses everything except for De'Aaron Fox, man. That's like the only pick they got right. Like every other pick they missed up. Oh yeah, Halliburton. Halliburton's a good pick too.
Bagley's been a big disappointment.
Moses Moody wouldn't be a bad call.
Yeah. I would
try to trade Buddy Hield, man. They tried to trade Buddy Hield to the Lakers.
I would have actually preferred that than Russell, not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah. I just think he fits better with Braun.
He fits better, but Russell could carry more. Like take turns. Yeah. They do the taking turns with LeBron and
it kind of depends on if they got a plan about who they're going to put around Russell, then it makes more sense. But I just like the immediate factor.
No. If it was young LeBron, I would want Hield. But this is old LeBron now. So you need a Westbrook to give him some breaks.
Dude, they might go with this Virginia kid,
The Trey
Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he's like 6'8",
He's a nice
and he
3-and-D
can
guy, yeah.
shoot, man. He's a 3-and-D guy. That's what they need. Unless they're just going to go pure talent. But you could see, I mean, besides Alperine, the Turkish guy, I mean, they have 3 guards best available. This is Mike Schmidt's opinion, but I would say it's not far off.
Schmitz.
Oh, that's the man, Mike Schmitz. Davion Mitchell.
I like Jay Billis too. He's a good addition up there.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, Kendrick's a little. I love Kendrick. He's great guy, great takes, but yeah,
that dude doesn't know shit, man.
he just be saying. Yeah, sometimes he
funny,
just be saying shit.
Yeah,
but that's what's funny about him because it's like
he has some funny saying. He got some saying that cracks me up, man. It makes me laugh real hard.
Yeah.
Now Kendrick has had some like he has not like I would say takes on like the finals, but he's had some like good analysis because I've watched him on First Take a couple times, like when I was at work, and he's had like really good observations of the game, so he knows the game. I just think the trick of the trade is saying hot takes because you can't, like you say, you can't go up there and be logical and say everything right because you're not going to be on TV. So you got to kind of be controversial. So I get the method to the man. It's like with Skip. Like Skip Bayless probably
100%.
never goes outside his house, but he's driving a Ferrari and making $4.5 million a year. Why? Because he's going on TV and just saying crazy shit. So
doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean,
LeBron James not clutch, but the guy hit the most game winners in the
He's been on. It's almost admirable how long he's consistently been on that and has never wavered. Like
he doesn't have a clutch game. It's a game winner. Man, he got lucky.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right,
dude. If I was getting paid $4.5 million, I would probably do that too.
I'd take that take any day of the week, even if I didn't believe it in my day-to-day conversation.
But you got to understand, he probably has a lifestyle where it's like, say you're making $4.5 million, you can't go do stuff though, because Skip can't. I don't think he's like outside hanging out at parties or going to go. Like he's probably not doing anything. I mean, I know he's old, yeah, because you can't if you live like the
70. He's close to 70.
Yeah, he's super old. Yeah, like Shannon does the same thing. Yeah, I know he does have a lot of hair. I just thought about that. But here goes the pick. Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
It wouldn't be mad at Trey.
This is interesting, actually.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see.
Oh, they took
Mitchell. Hey.
Wow.
Huh. That's interesting.
Well, they got some nice guard rotation.
Yeah.
They got a lot of good guards.
Three really good guards.
Yeah, yeah. Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Mitchell, and Buddy Hield. Like, they got lots of guards. Probably trying to trade Buddy Hield.
Well, Buddy Hield's probably going to get dealt. He might get dealt to like a team in the East or something. But
I could see. I will take him.
I'd take Buddy any day.
I'll take him. Dude is
who would you give up for Buddy?
Kobe White.
Yep.
Yeah. They probably take Kobe White and.
Nah, dude. I got to
giving him a guard. Take Kobe White. They got like 4 point guards.
I mean, Mitchell's got like no height, man. He's short.
Yeah, they got too many. Like Halliburton's a point, De'Aaron Fox a point, man. Like it's all point.
They might be trying to. I mean, if Halliburton keeps maturing, because I'm gonna tell you, I like De'Aaron Fox, but
I'll take De'Aaron. Give me De'Aaron. I'll give you a pick. I'll give you Kobe White. I'll give you whatever.
Listen, you know what's crazy? Everybody killed, and I'm not saying you guys did, but like I remember a lot of people talking about, like, man, you took Lonzo over De'Aaron. He's giving them the business. Now it looks like Lonzo's going to be the dude that's like commanding all the money and is going to be the better player. Like I think De'Aaron is just athletic.
De'Aaron got paid the max. He got max.
Yeah, but I think I'm just talking about like in terms of the player. I think Lonzo's going to be a better player because his shot's better now.
There have been some bad maxes. I think we can all agree on that, and we don't.
De'Aaron ain't bad though. De'Aaron Fox passed the eye test. He got the skills. He's an elite athlete, super fast. Got
just suck.
Intangibles. No, he's just on Sacramento. He's just on Sacramento.
That's what I'm saying. Their team just sucks.
Yeah, no, he's just on Sacramento. It's not they got no talent. They got a shitty franchise.
I don't think I've seen a Kings game or highlight in like.
Yeah, I never watched.
At least 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Like D Fox need to get the hell.
I'll take that back. I used to watch them when like DeMarcus was going crazy and would like get technicals or something. That's when I would watch.
Oh, true. Him and like Reggie Evans. Yeah,
they were still dysfunctional, man. They fired Mike Malone.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
a good coach. They were
Yeah, he
winning
is.
games with Mike Malone, like Boogie liked the coach, and they fired him for some reason.
Did you know he
They were
also?
like, "Oh, Boogie's happy. You
Oh.
can't have that."
What's
Yeah.
the guy?
Vlade Divac, man. What
Yeah,
an
Vlade.
alias.
You know they said Vlade had beef with like Luca's dad or somebody in Luca's
That's why
camp,
they
and
didn't
that's the
draft
reason
him?
why they. Yeah, they did. That's the reason why they didn't draft him. That is crazy.
Dude, you know why? The year after he passed on Luka Doncic, Vlade Divac stepped down because he just messed up the pick so bad. He stepped down as general manager.
So pretty much ownership fired him, but they
Yeah.
did it politely.
Politely.
Amicably,
yeah.
Yeah, an amicable break off right there.
Get your ass out. You set the franchise back a decade.
How do you not draft? Like, I mean, I know I don't want to say that because I didn't see Luca coming, so I can't say I knew. I didn't know it.
Not to the level he's at. No.
Oh no, I called him Hito Turkoglu. That was my count for him.
Was it really, Zoo?
Yeah, I looked at him. I watched him. I'm just like, this dude ain't athletic. He's slow. He's a little chubby. He plays points, 6'7", 6'8" guy. Like I remember I was talking about Orlando Hito. So that was actually good Hito. Not Sacramento Hito. That dude was trash. But
Like
Orlando
18
Hito was
a game
actually
Hito.
pretty good. But I just saw like, man, this dude just looks like Hito Turkoglu, man. And then somehow it turns out to be James Harden and Larry Bird. Like I don't know what the hell
Damn near.
Yeah,
The
legit.
combo of those.
Like his comp right now, NBA, probably James Harden. The way he dominates the ball, like especially the
He's
way
got
they
the
play.
pace of
Very-
Bird.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Some of those shots, like
New Orleans has got it. They need to hit this pick.
They need to hit this.
they gotta hit the pick where Zion's gone.
Wait, this
Yeah.
is proposed trade. Are they trying
Oh.
to trade for this?
Oh.
No. This was because Memphis traded this. Pick
Oh,
on
Memphis
Monday.
traded. it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. I thought they were
Yeah,
proposing.
I was confused earlier, but they looks like they had their guy. It's already in.
Who would I think go good with Zion? Kispert would be nice with Zion.
I mean,
Another spacer.
UConn, James Bouknight.
Bouknight. Oh yeah, because Lonzo's not coming back, and who else
Exactly.
do
They need to fill that
either
void.
Bouknight or Kispert. Has to be one of those two. Why should it be neither?
Watch it be the Turkish guy, Sengun or whatever his name is.
Might be
Wow.
Zaire Williams. That's the forward from Stanford, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
He was projected
No,
ninth.
look at
a
him.
lottery pick.
He's like, shit. I got to go to New Orleans, man.
Isn't that like a Brandon Ingram clone? Because they're both like 6'10", 6'9". That means they might be getting Brandon Ingram out
Yeah,
of there.
dude. He's a skinny. He is skinny too. This dude is 6'9", 190. 190, man. So this dude's a skinny boy.
I mean, he's
I
got
don't
decent
know.
handles, but he's
I don't
good.
know. Like, even
Let me
his
play the
3-point
Sierra
percentage-
Cannon.
I don't like that pick, man.
David Griffin's just not that good, man. Like he's just thanking
boy.
LeBron for giving him that job, but damn.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what?
Mm.
They're probably hoping, hey man, when Bronny comes to the league, he's gonna be like, I want to play with Zaire Williams.
They better
And he's
hope.
going to NOLA.
They better hope. All right. Well, this shifts the board a lot because who's next after them?
Yo, you know why he's pumped, man? He just got picked in the top 10, and that is a payday.
Oh
waiting
yeah,
to
he got
happen.
a bump, man, just based on base salary for the next 4 years.
Dude, he was projected like 19th or 20th, and he just got
Yeah.
put 10th, man.
Yeah, David Griffin. He could have traded down to get him.
I wonder what do
He
they
could
have
have.
as a comp?
Yeah.
A comp. What is his comp? Not gonna lie, he kind of looks like
Brandon Ingram. That's his
Yeah,
biggest
but
comp.
like-
Him and Cam Reddish.
Nah, he ain't that skilled. He's not that great of a shooter. He got below 30%
Yeah.
3-point shooter. So he's
Yeah,
not that
nice.
good of a shooter. So I don't know.
He
I think
didn't
they
have
run body type.
yeah.
If I were to guess, that's probably where they're coming from
Yeah.
with the Brandon Ingram one.
Well, that means
Oh,
Brandon Ingram has to be like out of there.
You think
soon.
so?
If Zaire ends up being as good as they picked him to be, where they picked him in,
This dude's just a bad
Not
I
this
keep
year,
telling
no.
you, I don't think
Nah.
Ingram can play with Zion. I keep saying that. And
Man,
Ingram don't look at
if you say that,
Zion.
man, I'll take Brandon Ingram on the Bulls, man.
Good,
I'll
go
take
ahead.
25 points.
But I'm
from
saying
the Bulls.
Ingram doesn't look at himself to be like if you, because I watched like a couple of Pelican games, he don't look at Zion being like, yes, this is Zion's team. He don't look at Zion like that. He look at Zion like, boy, you're second fiddle to me. You can't have that. Zion's the franchise. You got to have a guy that understands his role. Brandon don't. I don't think Ingram knows that. So I don't think.
I don't think they communicate at all. Like I swear to God, just as a team, I think
And they
they're all
don't
just
play
in their own
defense.
lives, man. Like it. for the amount of talent that they had on that roster, and for Lonzo having taken a huge step last year.
So bad.
That's so bad, man.
Listen,
You're talking
At
about a
least,
guy-
at least they got rid of Eric Bledsoe.
True.
That dude sucks. So.
I mean,
that dude's
Eric
getting
Bledsoe-
hey,
paid.
so
Eric
you
Bledsoe
find
catch
any
me.
chance to
People
shit
are
on him.
giving up first-round picks to get rid of Eric Bledsoe. That's what's happening. They're giving up
Facts.
first-round picks to get rid of that contract when
Yeah,
Milwaukee
fact.
paid them $80 million for some reason. I don't know who they were bidding with. They were bidding with themselves. $80 million?
bidding with
Oh,
themselves.
Milwaukee made some dumb. Yeah, that was they could have Malcolm Brogdon, but they gave. that money to
Yeah,
Eric
I would
Bledsoe.
never. I know it was the medical stuff, but damn.
Yeah, but Eric Bledsoe, I still remember that dude.
If they had Michael Brogdon, they would. You could talk about Milwaukee possibly being a dynasty because they would have their draft picks, have Michael Brogdon, have Giannis, have Chris. Like they could, if they would have not nice draft picks. But they would have their picks to do stuff to maybe get another player. Like, but
They wouldn't have had to trade for Drew.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
And-
they still,
and-
if everything shakes out, let me put it this way: if everything shakes out how it shook out with the injuries, and they had Brogdon instead of Drew, do you think they win the final still?
Yeah,
I think they do too.
because I don't think they won't have a guy going like 4 for 19 multiple games.
yeah, Drew Holiday on offense is a trick.
And Brogdon's a good defender too. I mean,
Very
he's a legit defender. He's not at the level of Drew Holiday, but
Drew,
he makes up.
Drew Holiday, he shut down like all NBA guys.
Yeah, no,
Like, that was incredible.
he's the best. He's the best
NBA
perimeter
guys.
defender in the league.
Like CP3 and Devin Booker.
But I would take the added value of Brogdon's offensive game
Yes.
to complement what you're losing with Drew's defensive ability, because you're still making up a decent amount of that with Brogdon on that roster. That was, I think, the stupidest move that they've made in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out because everyone got hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Look, they won the finals, and you can't hold that against them. But I think you're right, though, Sean, because they wouldn't have lost all the picks, right? They would not be paying Brogdon $40 million a year. I don't think he's a $40 million player. He's like a 22 to $25 million player. But they would have retained their draft picks, and they would have had a young point guard, younger than Drew. So hindsight 2020, but
Yeah. Now he's with Indiana and
Yeah.
whoever else.
That franchise is a
Harrison.
mess, man. It's a mess.
Hey, but
I'm talking about a team that could use Corey Kispert. That's a team that could use Corey Kispert, man, because they need some
They-
3-point shooting.
They need a new head coach, man. Holy cow. They
True.
need Nate McMillan, man. The man they fired.
No, they got Rick Carlisle.
Oh, yeah, they got Rick Carlisle.
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
They did.
That was
Eh.
fine.
From Dallas to Indianapolis, man, that's an interesting jump.
Yeah, because Rick used to coach the Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had previous ties
Where
there.
y'all think Charlotte goes? I have no idea where Charlotte's going.
This is tough.
They got a bunch
I don't
of
think they
young
go guard.
guys,
I don't think they
LaMelo,
go
Gordon
guard.
Hayward. Like, I don't know what they
But I don't know what big guy they would get.
Trey Murphy, man.
Well, MJ
That's what
has
I'd
a
take.
history of drafting
Or-
really bad big men.
Or
Really bad
Alperine, the Turkish kid.
Wait, if MJ's in that war room, he's definitely going with Kispert. He's going with a college guy, ready-made guy. Like, yeah.
Yeah, there's
he's
no
gonna go
UNC.
away.
Any UNC guys in this draft?
MJ's like, yo, I need another guy to wreck in 18 holes of golf, man. And he's gonna pick Kispert because he's gonna assume that. They're gonna take the Turkish kid though. That's what I think. The Big Ben.
Yeah.
Alperine.
They need to pair. They need like a decent big man to pair with LaMelo
Oh,
because they have Bridges.
MJ's history of drafting big men are atrocious.
Yeah, but
Bismack
hey, he's got to get lucky once. so-
Cody Zeller, Noah Vonleh, Kwame
What
Brown.
I don't understand is I don't know why the people who were in the room with MJ when he was making these picks didn't have
Frank
a strong enough,
Kaminsky?
like a strong enough voice, because it's pretty obvious that like whoever
'cause
was
it's Michael Jordan.
yeah, it's like they didn't have any
He's
type
a
of
legit
voice
a
to be like,
basketball god. He's a basketball god.
Would you be in that war room and be like, nah, Mike, I think you got
No,
this one wrong,
listen.
man."
After when he drafted Frank, and I know Frank was in the finals playing a little bit, but if he after he
Yeah,
drafted
everyone knew
Frank,
that
I would have
dude
been
was
like,
trash,
"Come on,
man.
man, you got to stop."
You're
Mike.
talking about
We're not
Kaminsky?
going with
Yeah, Kaminsky. And they took
What?
a Zeller. He took a Vonleh, man. He took all these big men from
Yeah.
the Big Ten for some reason.
It's like, dude,
I'm
what
looking
are
at the
you doing?
2015 NBA draft. I want to see who his options were.
I remember it was a weak draft, but
The
they
top
could've
two
got-
was Cat, and then D'Lo.
I love D'Lo coming out. He was,
But
I
he
loved
took
him at Ohio State.
Frank Kaminsky over. Oh man,
who?
he took him over Devin Booker, man.
man.
Classic
What are we
MJ,
doing?
baby.
What
Not
are we
surprised
doing?
at all.
Hey, I mean, they had that one in there.
Oh, man,
Who else was in that? I mean, Montrez went in that draft. Pat Connaughton went in that draft.
Devin Booker's the guy, man. Like,
Yeah.
man.
Other than that, he really didn't have another option that was
I don't know. Frank
Good.
Kaminsky. Just look at the dude. What's his upside? Nothing. There's no upside.
because it went
At best,
Right. They took Book
It
Knight.
went-
oh, they get a bucket getter.
Yeah, you want to know what's funny though? That draft, the Sixers took Jahlil Okafor over Kristaps. At the time, think about that.
I remember that. Now looking at both of them, like Jaleel's not even in the league anymore. Like I don't even know what team he's on. He's been bouncing around so many places. I legit don't even think he's on an NBA roster anymore.
Okafor?
He is. He played on Detroit last year.
You get a contract?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm actually kind of
Oh
curious.
yeah, he is on Detroit, 2020 to 2021.
He signed a 2-year, $4 million deal.
Yeah, he's playing 13 minutes. Like this dude doesn't even play in the NBA anymore. Like I don't
Top
even
3
count him.
pick, man. Hey,
That's
still better than
crazy.
Anthony Bennett.
Oof.
There's a name, right?
Jeez. God almighty. If Cleveland would have, if they would have gotten that pick right,
Oh, they
LeBron
took
might have
they
still
took
beat
Boat
it.
Night. They took Boat
He
Night.
might have been still in Cleveland. If they
Dang,
don't pick
dude.
up.
They
I
took
don't
the
mind.
UConn
I don't
kid.
mind that. I don't mind it. I mean, I guess you just take the value because I mean he's another. You can't never not have enough guys that can get to the rim. And if
I mean, you
he's
could put
cutting and
Perry
doing
off the
stuff,
bench.
yeah. But that means
I like Rozier.
yeah, but that's gonna I'm about to say Rozier or what's the guy Graham. One of them are probably out.
Devontae Graham. They got a lot of these little guys that gets buckets. Like they're all in like the same mode, like same type caliber of player. So I don't know what they're building. I don't know what they're building. They need a wing.
Boat Knight's comparison is CJ McCollum, though. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You're looking for a secondary guy for LaMelo, man.
mid-range game. Yeah. I feel like that's a team that might have to make some trades to improve that roster. Because
They definitely need a solid like a 4 or
Mason?
5 guy.
you see, they signed Landry Ball for the summer league game.
You want to know why? Because the Antetokounmpo family is looking like they're taking over the Ball family for most brothers in the NBA.
You see the younger brother? He
Yeah.
he went interview. I saw he had an interview with the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
The youngest Antetokounmpo.
And supposedly the youngest one's like a stud. That's what Giannis was saying. The youngest brother. The fourth one.
Giannis is the middle one, right?
Yeah, the older one is the guy that sits on the bench. That's the best cheerleader.
They be going
on the
crazy.
Milwaukee
he be
Bucks.
going ham.
Yeah, that dude's the biggest hype man ever, man. It's great.
Yeah.
I think he has 3 brothers, doesn't he?
Yeah, 3 bros.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
second.
Kostas on the Lakers, Thanasis, his older with him on the Bucks, and the youngest. I forgot what his name was, but he's trying
Alex,
to get
I
drafted today. Alex, he's trying
Alex,
to get drafted today. Probably a second rounder if he
You
gets
see,
lucky.
Jello, he's going. I think the
Yeah.
Hornets summer league.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball got him a job.
I still think, like you say, if he can show he can get his shot off, I think he can play in the league. He can stay in the league.
Leandro,
Like he's 6'5", 6'6". So if he can show he can get his shot off and get on the end of a bench and improve his defense, he'll be in the league for a while. Because you can't 6'6" guys that can shoot and D up. I mean,
no,
there's a lot of guys in the
he can't
league.
play any defense, man. He got slow
that's to
feet,
say you have
man.
to improve it. But I think he can
He got Kevin Love lateral quickness, man.
Hey, Andy.
All right, come
If
on,
there
guys.
if Duncan Robinson can make a living in the league,
yeah,
I think LiAngelo
What is
Ball
Dunk-
can make.
what is
could-
Duncan?
Duncan
Duncan
Robinson is an elite sniper.
That's what I'm saying.
LiAngelo cannot shoot like him.
No, I know, but LiAngelo
Duncan Robinson runs around screens. Like
that's Andy. That's all he can do. He can't pass. He really can't rebound. He can't drive the ball. All he can do is shoot. He can't.
and
move
he's
laterally.
probably in line for like a 15 or 20 million a year deal. Like
All
a
LiAngelo
year,
Ball has to
like
do
that.
is-
someone will regret that. He's gonna definitely get Joe Harris money because they're legit the same role. And Joe Harris got paid like 16, 17 million. So someone's gonna give him that offer. And Miami probably won't match or won't
No,
give
they're
him that much
definitely not
money.
going to match that. No.
And that's a
The
lot of
only
money
thing,
for a guy that's just
They got to hold that money for Tyler Hero.
Duncan Robinson actually shows up in the playoffs though, unlike Joe Harris. So I think we can,
That
we can
is
agree
true,
that,
man.
that Duncan Robinson actually
Joe
had
Harris this year
major games.
cost him a freaking conference finals appearance.
I mean, did you ever hear the scouting report on Duncan Robinson? I mean, one of the best scouts in the league, who's been a Pat Riley guy for like 25 years, he said that Duncan Robinson's workout in Miami was the best shooting performance he's ever seen, single-handedly. Was Duncan
I'm not
Robinson's
surprised this dude
workout for
got
Miami was the best
what is
shooting
jumper
clinic.
side
We had one of the best clinics ever. I was like, that doesn't surprise me at all. He goes, I just had to perfect one thing, man. That's all he had to do. So hey, man,
80's
LiAngelo.
tall. He's tall.
How tall?
He's, like, he's 6'7". He's 6'7", man. He got good length. Like,
Yeah, he's 6'7",
he's really
6'8".
tall. He got a nice high arching.
Yeah, that helps.
That's
Yeah,
why.
that
That's why he can get every shot off, man. He rarely gets blocked.
Yeah, but his movement is key. Like a lot of shooters can't move. Like he can move.
Yeah. I think, but Jello, like you say, if he can show any type of resemblance of a shot, it's only up from there. Because, like you say, it's kind of the same thing with what's his face, Giannis and his brother, his older brother.
No, his brothers can't play. His brothers can't play. The only reason they're in that league is their last name is Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
True.
and I feel like with Jello, like he could just keep grinding, and because like you say, I know it's high school and stuff, but like he can shoot. He can really shoot.
Yo, and he's
just gotta really get a
arguably
shot
the
off.
most athletic. Arguably.
No, he's
Out of the three brothers,
he's the
I would probably
strongest.
say
He's
True,
not the quickest.
sure,
he's not
sure,
the
that's the
quickest
better
in
way
the
to put
house.
it, yes.
Yeah, he's definitely the strongest. He's built like
Yeah,
really
he's
strong.
built the biggest.
Yeah.
Which could
if he was Melo's height, LaMelo's height, he'd be in the league. I think him being 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, because he's a 6'5". He's like a small forward, power forward type guy.
If he was
like,
just like
he's
6'8",
built.
he'd be in the league.
Like he can't guard these two guards.
Well, and if he didn't try and like
Oh yeah, he ain't guarding.
steal
no
something
right
from
now,
China or whatever, but that kind of ruined his career there for a little bit. But,
Bro,
hey, the Pistons. Hey, if he can't make it on the Pistons, though, the only other chance he has is to go play with one of his two brothers to get that hookup. Because
dude, I swear to God, man, LaMelo's gonna eventually leverage like the contract negotiations. Be like, yo, I'm gonna sign this max, give my brother whatever veteran.
and they would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they would do it. Pretty much, it's like a LaMelo signing bonus. LiAngelo Ball's contract.
Yeah, I think maybe Lonzo, if he like wherever team he goes to next, and he goes and kills it, he might have that leverage too. But LaMelo definitely has it because Charlotte, they're all in. They can't.
Yeah, he's their best player, man.
Yeah, he can't mess that up. And I feel like LaMelo is kind of that kid. Like he seems like a kid that would stay in Charlotte. I don't know. I don't see him being a type.
Really? Nah, I think he'll leave anytime, man.
Where would he?
LA,
I don't
man.
know where he would
LA.
go, but,
LA.
I don't know.
Chino Hills, man.
Let's see the
Yeah.
Spurs. I have no idea where they would. They're probably going to someone foreign.
They're going to take the Turkish kid. I keep saying that, but of all the ones I could see, it'd probably actually be the Spurs.
Yep. No, Joshua Primo from Alabama. I have no idea who that is. And he was not on my big board, so it's just interesting to see who this guy is.
Got 2 more lottery picks. This is an interesting pick. I mean, man, they try and find diamonds.
He looks good though. Just looking at these little
Yeah.
small clips, he can dribble and
You got a pure
Well,
shot,
swing.
man. Pure shot.
Yeah, he's got a nice shot. Bama was good the past year.
yeah.
All right, now this is the team that needs Corey Kispert, man. If we're talking legitimate need, Pacers for sure.
Yeah. He seems like a Pacers guy too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sabonis is another guy I didn't think was going to be doing what he was doing either.
Absolutely not. Shout out Sam Presti, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell of a find, man. Hell of a find.
Yeah, he knows his draft picks.
Dude, he just doesn't miss. I feel like Sam Presti's never made a bad draft pick.
Like you say, that Poku guy or whatever, like
Yeah.
just watching his, because I was going to do a reel on him like way back. And I was just looking at his little, I know it was towards the end of the season, they were playing a bunch of scrubs, but just 7-foot guy running around. He was like dancing on guys, getting to the rim, doing behind the back passes. Like I was like, okay. Makes sense though, because Presti drafted him. So, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of would have liked Scotty if he went to OKC paired him up with Shea. Because
That
OKC
would've
don't
been
really have any
nice.
pressure. And I think
A
he
lot of
could
raw
have milked his
talent.
shot. Like I think in Toronto, it's gonna be a lot of pressure for him to like come in and produce, and his shot's just not there. But who knows? I mean, he's been working on it. But I kind of would have liked him with OKC and Shea.
Who does Schmitz have going here?
Mike,
see.
who's the guy you was talking about that got fired? Zoo.
Bobby Marks, the bald
Yeah.
dude with the glasses. He's like, man, life on television is so much better.
I wonder what the salary difference is from like that position right there he's doing, and like the position he has as a GM.
Well, it's way less stressful, let's put it that way, and way less scrutinized.
Yeah.
He can be wrong, and like you said,
and Adrian Woj and him were friends, so he brought him over when he went to ESPN. So,
it was one of Woj's contacts, right?
Yeah, he probably was, man. He probably broke it, man.
Yo, he probably broke the KG trade, man. I'm not kidding.
He probably was one of Woj's.
He's probably like,
man.
yo, all right, let me put it. They were probably on the phone. He was probably like, all right, I'll give you the download that I'm trading for KG and Paul Pierce. But if this busts, you got to get me a job at ESPN. And he's like, I got you, man.
Yeah, because when Woj went to Yahoo Sports, when Bobby Marks also at Yahoo Sports, he brought him over with him. And who got that ball?
Oh, was that Yahoo at that point?
Yeah, he was.
I guess
they were with Yahoo at the time of when Woj jumped ESPN. Bobby Marks came over with him.
Was that like 2013 or 14? When was that?
I don't know. It was a couple of years ago. I forgot, but yeah, dude, that was by far one of ESPN's best signings ever. Woj.
So,
they poached him hard.
Shams guy.
Yeah.
I
will say Richard Jefferson. I like his takes.
Dude, Richard Jefferson is so funny. Richard Jefferson is hilarious on television, man. He's so funny. God damn, he's
better.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's definitely better. I don't know if you guys ever watched him on Road Tripping podcast. It's a podcast.
I've seen him on.
Oh
there.
yeah,
he's really funny. It's easy. Him and Channing Frye are really good.
Oh,
Channing Frye. Yeah. Yo, what a man, dude. He was just the vet of the league there for a while. It was just him on the. He carried that Suns team morality wise for years.
You know who I like is a super annoying to me. Who's like, I don't know if he's the same. He's not the same caliber of player, but what's his name? Jared Dudley. Like, talk about a free ride, dude. Like, he kills me, dude. He absolutely kills me.
And you know what? He's the type of guy that probably thinks in his mind, I'd make a great coach someday. That's probably what he thinks.
He's low-key smart, man. He's really smart. He's really smart, man.
He went to BC.
But exactly. But I would actually give him a job. But that's why he stays in the league. That's why he's
he's the 14th man. Like, he just sits on there and
he's the morale guy.
Teammates. Yeah.
Which is I know, but it's prepping him well.
Yeah, he's just like a player coach. That's what he is.
Remember when he was battling Ben Simmons in the playoffs and was like, making that was crazy.
Dude, not gonna lie, he was low key right, man. He says Ben Simmons in the half court, just average. He called Ben Simmons average in the half court, and he was actually right. I remember when he first said that. I was like, because Ben Simmons in the fast break is incredible, but in the half court,
incredible.
Yeah, he sits in the paint. He's in the dunker spot, and he just like chills there. So he doesn't really do much. So Jared Dudley was low key right.
Do you see what they were wanting for Ben Simmons? Dude, they were.
Oh yeah, James Harden Hall, man.
They are out of their freaking mind. You got it. Like, what was the trade? I think it was with the Raptors. It was Van Vliet, Lowry,
Siakam.
Yep.
What's it? OG Anunoby
and the fourth pick. I would have made that trade.
Really? For Ben Simmons?
Yes.
Who's scoring on that team?
Wait. I'm talking about for the Sixers. I'm making that.
Oh, no, I'm talking about for the Raptors. Why would the Raptors give up all that asset for Ben Simmons, man?
Oh, for sure. If I was a Sixers,
well, let me see. Wait. So let's see. Let's talk.
Raptors.
So as a Raptors fan, you would just have Ben Simmons and what?
They're trading Pascal.
And I think Van Vliet was in there, wasn't he?
That's it. Ben Simmons and Van Vliet winning like 30 games.
So I guess you ask yourself, what would you want right now, Ben Simmons or Scotty Barnes? I mean,
Scotty Barnes?
Because that's what they were trading the pick too. So wait, who are the Pacers taking?
It's not even that though, dude. It's just
dude, that guy's like 24 years old.
Who?
His baby was fine though. Holy cow.
Oh yeah. Wow.
But he's like 24. Huh.
Interesting.
So who has it gone that's like
a big name?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think most of the guys.
Yeah, most of the
Kispert, I guess.
Kispert, and then honestly, this Turkish kid was ranked very high, and I think just not a lot of teams saw him.
Probably.
And they don't want to take that risk.
And then if he ends up being really, really good, they'll be like COVID. We couldn't get overseas. They'll just
exactly.
We couldn't go watch it. Film. They'll just blame it on that. If he ends up turning it up.
How old is this kid?
He's 24.
Wow.
So he's a plug and play now.
How are you 24 and in college, man? That's like that's like getting held back 2 years.
You guys see his comparison?
I don't know how that happens.
A modern Rip Hamilton. That's a
Well,
nasty comparison.
Three. You got no three, only in the mid range.
Yep. That's funny.
Didn't Rip Hamilton? Didn't he just always wear a mask?
Yeah, he broke his nose and he just wore the mask his entire career.
That's more impressive than.
And it looked cool in it, man. Rip Hamilton with the mask, man, it was great, man.
Dude, it never crossed my mind that like he just wore it out of habit until a lot of players started wearing them and then just realizing how annoying they were. I was like, wow, Richard Hamilton, props to him, man, because he wore that his entire career.
Yeah, the vision.
Because he was the only one, really. Like, who else wore
nobody.
a mask?
Like, you saw D Book, man, getting frustrated by the mask in the finals, man. He's like, man, I can't play with this on.
Pat, dude. That's one of the guys, like, every time Pat Bev is brought about, like, as a player, like, I respect his grind and how he got to the league, but he be doing the most. Like, I know D Book after that game was just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you jumping around, jumping in? And then it's like incidental contact. No, Pat Bev is that guy that literally plays on the line. And it's like he always plays near the line, then he gets one of the best scorers hurt. It's just like, dude, calm down. You can play defense without breaking my nose.
All right, this is really the biggest pick I want to see in a while. Is the second.
It'd be funny if they do go Kispert. That would be funny.
I'm telling you, man. I think they will. They need bench depth. Yeah, that's what they said.
Compliment.
Man, I can't believe they didn't were able to pull off a trade, man.
If they take
Steph Curry's like, why you give me all of these young dudes, man? I'm trying to win.
Oh, is Moses Moody still on the?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
him and Trey Murphy are the two.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I would probably go one of those guys, Moody or Murphy. Because Kispert, he's gonna give you shooting, but if you get that would be so. Like if say they got Trey Murphy, and he like hit. I'm not even gonna hold you. If I was Golden State, I would have tried to trade for Suggs. Because I would have liked him with because I think Suggs.
Orlando ain't trading that. Orlando ain't trading.
No, I'm saying like when they had the 7 and 14, I think they could have got.
I ain't trading. If I'm Orlando, I ain't trading now for 2 more picks, man.
I think the Raptors might have, but they
my son, man, dude. He saw Scotty Barnes like, man, he's like, I can make this kid a star.
That's
their
true.
Development program, especially the development program. Like they develop Pascal Siakam.
They do develop their guys, yeah.
They're all like very similar guys, like athletes, raw athletes, and they get skills.
I didn't even think about the defensive aspect. They're going to be dogs on defense. You got Barnes, Pascal, and Anobi.
OG.
Yeah.
With Van Fleet, he's a good defender.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher is a great player, man. Great big.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Moody though, right here. Another guard.
Yeah, I think he's one of the last couple people in the green room.
I forgot about Jalen Johnson's another guy I like, even though he's like a head case, they say, but I like him a lot. He can move really well to be 6'9", 6'10" forward. I like him a lot. If he gets with the right organization, he could be a star.
Say star?
Yeah, because I think people give him a lot of – because people act like, oh, you can't quit on Duke. Man, who gives a – like, he shouldn't even went to Duke, to be honest, but you can't take away the talent.
They took him.
Let's see. Who? Moody?
Moses.
Ooh.
That's wow.
I like that pick a lot.
I do too, actually.
Wow, that's a great situation to go to. You go to freaking Golden State, man.
I mean, his comparison is OG.
Yeah, what is he, like 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, he's like 6'5", 215-ish at 19. I mean, he's a little bit shorter than OG, but that's him and Mikal Bridges are his comparisons. Who had a nice playoff run, man, with the Suns.
Yeah, 3-and-D, man.
Yeah.
3-and-D.
So I guess in a couple of years when Steph and Klay start showing a little bit of age, you're gonna have Moody and Kuminga.
You have to take that into account, though, right? You know, if
you don't. Nah. When you got a transcendent player, you go all in. You don't leave any chips there.
Of course, but like
you see post Cavs LeBron. It don't matter. The next 100 years is gonna suck, man. As a Cavs fan, the next 100 years is gonna suck. You got to deal with it. When you got one of those once in a lifetime
Dude,
players, you got.
They've already won 3 times. Like they've already won, man. Like they need to start adding some.
Nah, you gotta go all in,
yes.
man. All in.
Because the West is getting stacked.
Man.
It doesn't. I don't give a damn.
Steph's an MVP.
finishing.
You got an MVP guy. You got to give him some pieces, man. And Klay Thompson, you can't rely on him with injury risk. But yeah, he needs. Draymond Green is so washed.
They've held a dynasty for like 6 years. They've held a dynasty for about 6 years, right? And that's a long ass time to be holding that title.
Yeah,
right?
It's the best Steph Curry, man. You drafted the greatest shooter of all time. You got to maximize his prime.
But my point is that like now all these other teams are coming up in the West that are really going to give the Warriors tough times, man. Why not bring in a couple new players to one, keep up with them? They need to be able to keep up with these fast moving teams now, man. And if you can bring guys off the bench and stay with them, great, because I'm not relying on Draymond stopping people. No shot.
I think Draymond's probably going to be out of there the next year or two.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude. He's the glue, man. He's the glue on defense. They need
a
little defense. They need a little defense on that team. Because
the thing is, he can't shoot anymore, and his defense is getting worse as he gets older. In the next 2 years, his defense ain't going to be there, bro. They got to get him. There's nothing about the glue. Like, he's got to go in about 2 years. Because he's 6. He's already, like, I maybe keep him around for the playmaking, but.
Steph and Klay play off ball. Like Draymond led the team in assists, so he's there pretty much.
Hey, man, forward. We never know with Kuminga. He might be that playmaking guy because him and Draymond are about the same size.
Kuminga's an athlete, man. He doesn't got that basketball IQ yet, man. Draymond's all IQ, man. Draymond's all IQ because skill wise, he ain't that good.
He was.
He was an awful
and then
shooter,
he just kind of fell off.
Not really, man. Like his passing is good, and it's like defensive. Like IQ is really high, but other skills, he don't got much, man.
Yeah. I think the Warriors are probably thinking to themselves, like, if they're really confident about Klay, they think Steph and Klay are going to be good for the next maybe 3 years. And by then, if they start declining in 3 years, you got these guys. You're going to stay. That they can maybe carry and lift Klay to extend their whatever. Like you say about going all in. The only all in I could see is like Bradley.
Trade all your first round picks. Trade all.
If they get Bradley Beal, I don't think
what the Bucks did. Like what the Bucks did is the next 5-6 years we ain't getting draft picks. We ain't tanking. We ain't rebuilding. We're gonna pull our assets in, get a guy, and see what happens. And with some luck, they won a championship. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta put yourself in a situation to be lucky. And the Warriors right now, they haven't gone all in. They haven't unloaded all their assets. Same thing with the Boston Celtics. They always had assets. They didn't go all in and try to win it all. And you have a great player in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Even when they had Kyrie Irving, like they had all these great players, didn't get it done. And now they're mid-tier team. They're a 4th, 5th seed because they never went all in. So when you try to win a championship, you got to put yourself in the best situation to get lucky and win one.
But I'm saying who they would have got.
Right now?
To go in. I don't think Bill fits with them. I don't think Bill gets them out the West.
Really? You don't think so?
So then if you trade and go with Bill, then he don't get out the West, then what? Because you got 3.
Then we give our best shot, man. We went our best shot. I can live with that. I think I can live with that, man. You got to go all in, man.
Like, say if they would have gave up, I don't know, or tried to go in for like a wing guy, then I would be with you, like an all-star wing. Then if they could get an all-star wing, like a 6'7", 6'6" all-star wing, then I'd be
Paul George?
Yeah, something like that effect. Then I'd be with you. But going for another guard, I don't know. I just don't. Especially with those two guys. It'd just be hard to I just couldn't see the fit. Like if they somehow could have made, and this would never happen, but if they could have got Jaylen Brown, make that trade. Do whatever you got to trade the picks to get Jaylen Brown, then you talking. Because you got a 6'7" guy that's playing the 3. Can shoot, score, play, defend. Like, I would do a trade for that. But Bradley Beal, you mean to tell me your first 3 positions are going to be 6'3", 6'5", a guy for 2 injuries, and then like they would get torched, bro. And I love Klay, but I don't know if Klay's going to come back he's not going to be guarding the best defender.
And he was a good defender. That's the thing. A lot of people
he tore his Achilles and his ACL. Them defending days are over. He'll be on the shoot.
His lateral about cut in half, literally.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, if I did all that to my knee, I'm not defending nothing. I'll come in and shoot, and I'll stay in front of you, but I'm not gonna defend you. That's for sure.
Dude, I'd be content with my championships and my earnings at that point, and I'd just walk away. So I could still walk away. I could still actually walk away.
Klay's in his 30s, right?
He's got to be around 30.
Yeah, he was a multi-year guy in college.
Yeah. Bradley
I think
Beal's
he
another
stayed for
guy that's
3
also
years.
super young.
He's
Would you
31.
trade? Wait, hold on. Would you guys do this? I don't. Washington wouldn't do it, but would you trade like if you had a package to where you could get Beal, but you had to trade Clay? Would you do it?
No.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal and Steph Curry would be a crate because Beal's young too. I think he's only like 26, 27. So
I'd do that trade.
I'd do that. Yeah.
But
Trade Clay?
but the Wizards would
wouldn't
be
do it.
dumbasses to do that.
Yeah.
You're talking like for the exact reasons you just laid out. You know, they don't want the
All
main
right. So what
guy
if they
to be
got? So what if?
injury-ridden.
So what if the Wizards got Clay?
You'd have to give me
those two
Clay,
picks-
Wiggins, and Kuminga.
Well, would you? All right. Would you? I'm just saying maybe if you did it before the trade. Like, okay, if we just do it after the trades, or like not trades, but after the picks. So if you gave me Clay, Kuminga, next year's first, and I mean I can't throw
Oubre?
Oh yeah, they still got Oubre.
I'm not throwing in Wiseman. If you just give me Kuminga, it'd be Kuminga, Clay, next year's first.
You'd have to probably give him Wiggins.
Yeah, take Wiggins. I'm not big on Wiggins. So
Yeah,
I would-
well, Wiggins, you know.
If they say, hey, you give me Clay, Kuminga, Moody, that's straight up, I would do it. If I get Bradley
That's what
Beal,
Zoo's saying they should have done. Gotten rid of their 2 young draft picks, right, Zoo? And then
Not give up Klay Thompson.
I mean,
talking about,
I don't
man.
think you'd have to. I don't think
you
you'd
wouldn't give up Clay Thompson for Bradley Beal right now?
No. What's that giving you? Bradley Beal, Steph Curry, you're not better. You went lateral.
I don't know.
Bradley Beal
You
ain't
got a
the
lot of
defender,
faith in
man.
you got a lot of faith in Clay
Bro,
coming
you
back
had-
being a defender.
Yeah,
Bro, you had the-
if
that
Klay
is-
Thompson is injured, Golden State ain't winning shit. So, like, if you get Bradley Beal, like, nothing can happen. Like, there's
Zoo, those
They're
are the
just
1
worse
and 2
defensively.
scorers in the NBA last year
yeah.
on the same team.
Do you know what they are? The Portland Trailblazers.
Oh no, don't do that.
Yeah,
CJ can't hold a candle, and I love CJ's a hell of a scorer. He can't hold a candle. to
They're
Bradley Beal.
they're
You
better
kidding
version of the
me?
Portland
That's
Trailblazers.
a horrible comparison.
Stop it.
Yep.
Stop
Yep.
it.
2 guards, no defense, both dropping 30 points, man. Cute story, and then they're gonna lose in the second round.
I'm gonna give you a chance to take that back. CJ,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
CJ is
yeah,
a comparable player to Bradley Beal.
Oh my
No,
god!
obviously Bradley Beal's a lot better, but
Keep the, yo, you
same
gotta keep this.
prototype player, man. Like bucket.
He said I gotta
Like-
clip it, people.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Clip it.
That's going on the podcast page in a couple of days.
Hey Andy, what did CJ McCollum do like this past playoffs?
Yeah,
I don't
he
even
wet
remember
the
him
bed.
Scoring.
You wet the bed, but Bradley Beal got sent home in the first round, man, in like 5 games. So, and the Sixers weren't that good.
Against who?
The Sixers, the team that lost to the Atlanta Hawks. They
Oh
lost
my
to
God,
Trae Young
Andy.
and Clint Capella.
I
And
think the
Kevin
Bucks
Herter,
would've lost.
the Red Velvet, man. They got 1 game on them. One.
Look, man. All right, and they have 0 supporting cast. Look, I don't know. I don't think you can compare Clay post injury to Bradley Beal. He's got 5 years on him. He's got 2 massive injuries on him, and he still can't score as well. He's a better defender than Beal, I'll give you that, but not after injuries. And he's nowhere. Beal is he's a league beyond CJ McCollum. Like
man,
at this point, right now, not what CJ McCollum has done in his career, but right now, you're talking about a guy that averaged like 33 last year, nearly, right? And then you're talking about McCollum that just wets the bed every time now, and that's why Lillard's
Tom's a 20-point
pissed.
guy. Bradley's a 30-point guy. Like,
that's 10 points.
Put it this way. I think if Beal's with Dame, one, I don't think Dame's asking out of Portland, and I think they go further in the playoffs with
True.
Beal and Dame.
not with
Really,
that
I
defense.
actually
on
wouldn't
their
mind
team.
that
Nah.
trade.
Not with that defense.
Yeah,
To me-
I mean they wouldn't win championships,
Yeah, they wouldn't win anything, man.
but I don't think the Warriors are going back to the promised land. Let me just put it that
Either.
way. Because Clay's not going to be the same person.
No.
I mean, we can't. It's hard to say, but defensively,
and
at
then,
least,
like I
which
said, you
was
got to
his-
think Beal. What is Beal's age? Beal's young.
He's
not like a
26 or 7, maybe.
yeah. Like he's super young. So like you get 3 more. Like he's younger than Clay. Like if Steph starts aging,
He's 20. He's 28. He's 28.
So 28.
So he's got.
like
He's 3 years younger than Clay.
So you match that with Wiseman if Wiseman comes along. I mean, the whole thing it has to be the maturation of Wiseman. Like he has to become something that's worth that I guess what the number 2 pick. Like he has to be something worth that for the Beal trade or whatever to be something.
Yeah.
But I might go ahead and sign us off. I'll just end it because we're through the lottery, ain't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
We said
last pick was the.
Corey Kispert went to the
Oh, your
Wizards.
boy,
He went to
Corey
the Wizards.
Kispert.
Dang, he's got a fine one too. God, dog. Jeez.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're. She's taller than him.
Might
Yeah,
be.
she's got heel. I'm sure she's got like 5-inch heels on.
Well, Kispert's what, like 6'8", 6'9"?
Hey,
Yeah.
man, she's at
She's
least
gotta be-
6'3".
She's got to be at
at
least
6'3".
6'3", 6'4".
Wow.
They're keeping the NBA legacy going. That's for sure. Let's put.
Yeah.
Corey Kispert.
Good for them, but
Not mad at that one. Not mad at that at all.
nah, good for Corey. Good for Corey. In
'Cause I can
all
see him.
facets.
He could be playing alongside Roy Hachimura.
Oh, I like Rui.
Yeah, man, he's dominating Olympic basketball right now, man.
Yeah.
Japan, man. Rui.
Yeah.
He's
For the
the
home
best
country.
player from Japan right
Yeah,
now.
that's a clean jacket, except I don't like the 3-button. That's
Yeah,
Corey
it's kinda-
Kispert. That makes total sense.
6'7" and 1'4". So his girl
Dude,
has to be like
he's
6'4".
he's got such a nice shot, man.
Yeah, he does have a really nice
Oh, dude, that catch and shoot, man, it's just beautiful to watch.
release. Yes, quick,
Automatic.
smooth, no hitches.
Dude, yeah, it looks like Dunleavy.
Nah.
Yeah, it does.
Dunleavy
I remember Dunleavy on the
shot
Bulls.
more from over here.
Nah, Dunleavy
Kispert kind of comes up central.
Here's a hot take. Who's going to have a better career, Doug McDermott or Corey Kispert?
Kispert.
That's
Man,
Only because the Bulls didn't draft Kispert, and anybody the Bulls draft ends up busting or getting injured. Right, Zoo?
Corey Kispert.
We take a Doug McDermott over Zach LaVine. That was the dumbest pick ever.
And then they
I'm
trade.
like,
And then they,
I still
traded
remember, like his freaking comparison. Zach's comparison was like Russell Westbrook. I'm like, let's pick that guy. And we take the freaking Kyle Korver comparison.
All right, I'm about to end the broadcast. We can still keep talking,
Yeah.
but
I
forever who's still watching,
here.
whoever's still watching, make sure you guys go to bullheaded_pod. We're gonna have that clip of Zeus saying that Bradley Beal is comparable to CJ McCollum. That's gonna be up real quick. I might not put it up this week, but it's definitely going up next week.
Yeah.
For me, Zoo, and P. Bush, we're out.